Hi all, today we are here to talk about Qatar. Qatar is a very safe, livable place for expats who make up 75% of Qatar's total population of about 1.7 million. Called the Middle East for beginners. Here we can experience the richness and flavor of Arab culture.
Now we are at the Souk Waqif. If you are looking for a wonderful place to shop, to dine, to explore, or simply sitting at one of the many attractive outdoor cafes to watch the world pass by, look nowhere but Souk Waqif in Doha. Besides the main street, don't forget to explore more stores inside Souk Waqif. Here you will find both souvenirs for tourists and shopping for locals. From fabric, spices, and perfume to garden equipment and pets. Happy exploring! This is one of my favorite spots in Qatar. This vibrant complex is without doubt one of the most atmospheric places to explore in Qatar. Built on an ancient market site, the area remains the social heart of Doha. Centuries ago, Bedouin would bring their sheep, goat, and wool here to trade for essential, and the entire market area has been cleverly redeveloped to look the part of a 19th century souk with mud-rendered shop and exposed timber beams, plus some authentic and beautifully restored original Qatari buildings. You may be familiar with the Red Street, which is located within the boundaries of Al Bida Park and extends from Qatar National Theatre to the Emiri Divan roundabout. The street is first of its kind in Qatar. West is an area in Doha, Qatar that encompasses the city's east coast districts, namely Al Qasr, Al Dafna, West Bay, Lagoon, and Unaiza. West Bay includes many modern buildings, unlike other older districts of Doha. Some of the tallest skyscrapers in Qatar are found in this area. Now we are moving to Qatar, the world of hospitality. The building we see on our right side is the St. Regis Hotel. Galleries Lafayette. These galleries are not only structural marvels but also present a fine shopping spot for the visitors. It is situated in the Katara Cultural Village. Many Qatari organizations have their offices in Katara. Katara has an open amphitheater, an opera house, a multi-purpose cinema, a multi-purpose conference hall, a beach, and a souk. A museum showcasing the country's maritime heritage was opened in November 2015. It is also site of Al Bahi auction house. Falconry is very famous in Qatar. Falconry is one of the oldest tale of our time. The king of the sky, so to say, it's a bond with the wild and the most intimate way to connect with the nature. To train your bird of prey quickly developed into the art of falconry and spread across the world. Falconry was practiced in group and passed down from generation to generation. Katara beach is very beautiful. It's 1.5 km long and open to members and walk-in guests. A play area is located by the beach where children can enjoy a varieties of activities, games and rides as well as child-friendly water sports. As it is a public beach, women are asked to wear a one-piece swimming costume. Now we are at the Museum of Islamic Art, also known as the MIA. Set in the MIA Park on the Doha waterfront, the museum buildings stand out as an architectural gem. Once inside, you will see masterpieces of Islamic art including metalwork, ceramics, jewelry, woodwork, textile, and glass collected from 3 continents and dating from the 7th to the 19th century. Entry to the museum is very free. There is also a kids play area and a big park around the museum with lots of cafe and tea shops around. It's really fun to be here. During the winter season, the place is so refreshing. You have an outstanding view of Old West Bay with a sea view. Beautiful photos you can have, and the cafe out there gives it another charm. Chairs are very comfortable. You can read a book or chit chat with friends. Our place is great for family or solo. This is the National Museum of Qatar. The immersive and experiential National Museum of Qatar tells the story of Qatar and its people from earliest times to today, bringing to life the peninsula's natural history, giving voice to Qatar's rich heritage and culture, and expressing a vibrant community's aspiration for the future. Jean Noel's new building incorporates the palace while seamlessly integrating innovative artwork commissioned from Qatari and international artists, rare and precious objects, documentary materials, and interactive learning opportunities. It's the photo you will see everywhere. Doha Corniche that attracts so much attention. This 7-kilometer strip of waterfront stretches in a half moon shape around Doha Bay. Yet it's not the look or the location that makes the Corniche so special. It is the way this pedestrianized public space brings everyone together in one spot. Young or old, first time visitor or long time local. Everyone can be found here, and with so much to do along just with waterfront walkway, no wonder they are all in such a good mood. Hamad International Airport is the sole international airport in the state of Qatar, located south of its capital, Doha. It replaced the former Doha International Airport as Qatar's principal airport, formerly known as New Doha International Airport. Hamad International Airport was originally scheduled to open in 2019, but it is opened on 30 April 2014. Al Tamama Stadium is a football stadium currently under construction in Al Tamama, Qatar. It will be a venue of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. That's our home, Aron, Qatar. The football fans across the world are eagerly waiting for the FIFA World Cup 2022.